Welcome back to North Dakota Today. We're talking about a very serious subject here. If you've lost someone to suicide, and you are not alone. Each November, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention supports hundreds of international survivors of suicide loss day events. And Dr. Julie Blem and Samantha Christofferson, thank you, are here from the AFSP to discuss more. Explain, Dr. Julie, to viewers at home what International Survivors of Suicide Loss Day is about.
Well, the mission of AFSP, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, is to save lives and to support those who have experienced a suicide loss.
Yeah.
And so what we do on International Survivors Day is have, in Fargo at least, adults who have experienced a loss, and we have a film, we have community, we serve a meal, and it's really about supporting one another and helping heal.
Yeah.
I lost my husband to suicide 12 years ago, and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention has been really a support. They have a support group, they have many programs that are very helpful, and the Survivor Day really has a lot of meaning for me, and I think everyone who participates.
Yes, there's so much involved, and like you said, so much healing. I think any time that we can be together and know that we're not alone. So Samantha, as a loss survivor, how can you best explain the support that you've received?
Survivor Day is such a special day because you walk in and you're surrounded by other people who have been through it. They know the uniqueness of the grief. You can talk about those feelings that are so hard to talk about, but everyone in the room just understands. And when you lose a loved one to suicide, it's a very unique grief, and being able to talk about it and be in a room full of people who understand and feel supported is truly a day that is just so helpful for loss survivors.
Oh, like you said, it's such a unique grief, and I'm sure day to day in your lives you feel like you are kind of alone and people don't understand. So to be in this room with people who understand the pain that you have and the healing process. So what events are taking place locally for November 18th, Survivor Day?
Well, Survivors Day is the big event here locally. But then statewide, we also have several events on the 18th. I'll let Samantha
So the great thing about Survivor Day, so it's always the Saturday before Thanksgiving, giving families some, this might be the first time that they are going into the holiday season without their loved ones. Yeah. So it's always the Saturday before Thanksgiving so they feel connected and supported. On Saturday, we will be in Fargo. We will be connecting and healing and providing support. But we actually have our local North Dakota chapter will be hosting 5 Survivor Day events across the state. They'll be, of course, in Fargo, Minot, Bismarck, Dickinson, and Williston. And maybe if someone can't get to one of those communities, or maybe it's just really hard, we'll be doing a virtual event Sunday as well.
Really?
So we are here for our communities.
So how do we get to that virtual event, or how do we share that information for you?
If you've lost a loved one to suicide, we hope that you can join us in Fargo, in Bismarck, in Minot, wherever you are, or online. It's such a supportive day full of healing. You can get connected and you can register for an event at afsp.org/North Dakota. Again, that's afsp.org/North Dakota. Each community does them at different times, but there's always a film, and there's always food, and there's always connection. So,
and that's what we need. I mean, it's funny, but food is always a part of what kind of helps heal us, though, you know. And that's where, when you sit and break bread with people, that's where you connect and share your feelings. And I just want to thank you both so much for sharing such a vulnerable part of you to help others. It's incredible to be able to come on and speak about those things. So I just want to thank you so much for that. And then one more time, do you want to share that website? You did it so greatly, but I want to make sure people know where to go, and then maybe one more time, where in Fargo.
Great. So you can register for this free event, afsp.org/North Dakota. Find the one that's nearest you. Again, that's afsp.org/North Dakota. And Fargo will be at St. Genevieve's Place at 11:30, starting at 11:30 on Saturday.
Okay, St. Genevieve's Place at 11:30 on Saturday. And how great that you're doing it right before Thanksgiving, like you said, a hard time to go into, no matter if it's been 1 year or 20 years.
Yes,
absolutely.
Very hard for people.
Thank you both so much, Dr. Julie Blam and Samantha, for being here. And we've got more coming up on North Dakota Today.